Hey guys, this is Mike from B Tech Reviews here, and today we're going to compare the iPhone 10 against the iPhone 11. Welcome back to my channel. So since I got the iPhone 11 and I still have my iPhone 10 for the time being, I just thought about doing a little bit of a comparison video. Again, this is not the iPhone XS or XS Max, this is just the regular iPhone 10, and for the most part this is the iPhone 11, which is basically like, I wouldn't want to call it the generic version of the phone, but it really is, because you have the iPhone 11 Pro and then the 11 Pro Max, but I opted for the iPhone 11. So I just want to do a little bit of comparison, maybe do a little bit of speed test as far as opening the apps go to it, because again, you know, these are flagships from their respective eras. This coming out in 2017, this one coming out in 2019. So this phone being the iPhone 10, which again, this is the silver version or whatever you want to call it. I did purchase this phone initially because I was an Android user at the time, and I decided to go back to Apple because I just really wasn't satisfied on how my Android devices were performing. And just for the most part, you know, this is the original iPhone 10. Beautiful build all the way around, obviously. Nice aluminum casing on the trims there. And of course you have that infamous, you know, notch camera, which a lot of people went crazy for when it actually came out. And for the most part, you know, this phone got the job done for me for 2 years. Specs aside, you know, which I don't believe specs are really going to matter, and this is going to matter. So here's the iPhone 11. Again, I just unboxed this yesterday, guys, and again, more of a notch when it comes to the actual camera. Look at that camera bump, pretty crazy. And of course the front end, virtually almost identical from the front, obviously. I mean, obviously minus the only differences is this one has an OLED panel and this one has an LCD panel, and we'll show that to you guys in the clips here. But for the most part, you know, basically almost the same build on the phone. They did put the volume rockers. I feel like the volume rockers are a little bit higher on the left side opposed to the iPhone 10. Power button is also a little bit significantly different. You know, you also have this kind of like a matte finish over here compared to this phone over here, which, you know, you have the aluminum finish on its volume rocker, which might be tough to see. Let's see if I can get that to focus in there. There you go. So it's got more of an aluminum finish there. Both phones look good. Both phones feel good in the hand. If I had to compare which one feels heavier in the hand, you'd be surprised, but actually the iPhone 10 feels a lot heavier than the iPhone 11. So when I put this in my pocket, it actually does feel a little lighter. But again, that is because this phone has that 3D touch, the motor built in, so I feel like that might be what's weighing it down a little bit. And if you purchase an iPhone 11 or an 11 Pro, you'll know that they took out that feature from this specific build. So right now I'm going to go ahead and turn on both of these devices just to see which one starts faster, and I'm going to do the button long press in 3. Okay, hold on, I didn't do that right. Let me do this up close because I'm going to drop the phones over here. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and I pressed them at the same time. Okay, you can see here that the iPhone 11 actually turned on a little quicker. And I actually updated this one to iOS 13, so you are going to see a little bit of the same as far as like the software features go on the actual item. So I mean, again, if you guys are in the market, ooh, that's interesting. My iPhone 10 actually started up first. Even though the Apple logo went on over here first, the iPhone 10 went on over here, which is interesting. So, okay, I'm going to type in my password here, guys, because you have to type in your password every time you reboot your phone. So here it is. Okay, here are the iPhone 10s, okay, or iPhone 10, iPhone 11, right next to each other. Obviously right next to each other, not a huge difference. Let me see if I can get that going here. Okay, so right here, not that big of a difference. I kind of darkened out the background so you guys can kind of see what the screen clarity looks like, and I'll do a few close-ups of the screen. But again, this one has an OLED screen, this one has an LCD panel, and I'm getting notifications left and right. Okay, YouTube opened up. Hold on, let me close YouTube over here. Let me kill all my apps over here just to make sure that there's no apps open, and I want to do the same over here. So let me kill any apps I have open over here for the most part. So again, guys, you know, Build wise, almost identical with a few minor changes on the actual screens. Obviously this one's OLED, this one is LCD panel. And if you ask me, like, can I tell the difference on the OLED to LCD panel? Yes, you can. And I'll try to get a close-up shot or a little bit of B-roll so you guys can kind of see for yourself which one is which, especially the iPhone 10. The iPhone 10, it just has a better screen. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I were to put them next to each other, and you can really kind of tell that this one, the background in the black areas is a little bit brighter, so the blacks on OLED screens are actually like more accurate. So let's go ahead and test out the face unlock on this really quick, guys. Right, 1, 2. Okay, hold on, I messed that up. Let's do that again. All right, on 3, 3, 2, 1. So as you can see here, the one on the iPhone 11 definitely did the better job. Let's try that again one more time. All right, on 3, 2. So again, I'm not 100% sure why my passcode on my iPhone 10 isn't working. Let's try that again. Maybe it's just not picking up because I do have the camera kind of in front of my face. Let me go ahead and put in the password and then we'll try this again. It might just be because I turned it off too many times. Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, on 3, 2. And again, it's just, I'm not 100% sure why my iPhone 10 is not going off here. There you go. It might be because you have to be looking directly at it. And let me try that again. I'm gonna put them right next to each other so we can kind of try this out. Okay, hold on. On 3, 2. Okay, you can see that they were both already unlocked. So sorry, I know that might have seemed like a waste of time, but it's trial and error when it comes to these type of videos, guys. But for the most part, you know, you're not gonna get much of a difference as far as performance goes, guys. I mean, again, if I were to open up an app like, let's say, our clock widget, I'm gonna do it real quick on 3, 2. Okay, hold on, I didn't press that at the right time. Let me kill the app. And let's do it again, all right, on 3, 2, 1. So for the most part, you know, you can see here that they both pretty much start up at the same time. Let's open up my Messenger app. So if you guys are wondering, like, hey, like, do I need to upgrade, you know, definitely as far as speed-wise goes. All right, let's do the camera app now. 1, 2, 3. So for the most part, almost the same. Again, camera app starts up about at the same time. There's really no issues there. If I were to put something in the background like that, let's see if I can get both cameras to kind of focus around the same time. Definitely, you know, both images look almost identical on the screen, right? But again, you know, the iPhone 11 camera is supposed to be a little bit better in low light, although I do have this area lidded at the same time. But that was kind of shocking that I took the pictures at the same time, but the iPhone 10, again, which is this one right here, took a pretty solid picture again, but again, so did the iPhone 11, which, you know, it's more of an updated camera, obviously. So again, you guys be the judge of that. You know, I will make a separate video when it comes to the camera performance on the iPhone 11, so keep an eye out on that, guys. But for the most part, you know, this is an old school phone, and there you go. You can see the photo grid was showing. Hold on, show all. No, not show all. Okay, never mind. I don't want to show all of my pictures. That's too many. Let me go ahead and close that out, guys. So let me go ahead and open up an app like Twitter and Facebook, or not Facebook, but like Twitter and then maybe YouTube, just to kind of, again, show you guys performance. See which one starts up. I do have them both connected to Wi-Fi, by the way, so just to make it more of an even battle here. So they're both connected to my home Wi-Fi network over here. And again, for the most part, you know, you're not going to see too much of a difference as far as stuttering or in-app usage. I mean, definitely, I was very satisfied with my iPhone 10. The only thing that kind of killed it for me was, yeah, towards the end, the battery life on it, or not towards the end, but the battery life on it is not nearly as good as I had wanted it to be. So that's why I upgraded to the 11, because I knew I was going to get maybe about 3 or 4 more hours of on-screen use time with the iPhone 11. So really, you know, usage on a phone like this really wasn't a problem for me. It was more just because, you know, I wanted the upgraded battery and the upgraded cameras. So, and the cool part about the upgraded cameras are the front-facing cameras can actually shoot in 4K on the iPhone 11, opposed to the iPhone 10 over here, which only shoots in 1080p, or at least that's what I've been to my knowledge, that's what's been going on. But anywho, look, that is Mill Hustles up there, by the way, guys. So if you guys are a fan of his channel, go ahead and hit him up. King of Tech Deals, big shout out to you. Let's go ahead and open up Instagram now for you guys. So you can see here that the iPhone 11 opened up first, and you guys can see my pretty face here on the left. I actually uploaded pictures to my main Instagram account there. Don't follow me, by the way, LOL. But for the most part, you know, the picture came out pretty solid. Obviously, it looks a little bit different on the OLED panel opposed to your LCD panel. The colors here look a little more solid or a little more saturated than they do on this panel over here. At least that's my opinion. Again, you know, when you look at it, it's going to vary, but you know, for the most part, the most common thing that you'll see difference is obviously the screen, because again, the iPhone 10 is OLED. Check that out. I took a picture of my car last night also. Let's see if that one pops out over here. Maybe not. If not, that's all right. But anywho, so for the most part, you know, definitely there's really no performance lag or performance issues as far as the phones go. When it comes to, you know, upgrading. So if you guys have a 10 or a 10X or a 10X Max and you're thinking about upgrading the phone, for the most part, you know, you're really not going to see a big difference when it comes to like performance or anything like that. Even though this one's running what the A10 chip, and this one's running the this one's the A11 and this one's the A13 Bionic. You know, it's really not that big of a difference. Most people that have used iPhones will not be able to tell right off the bat. Obviously, you're gonna have little software issues in one that you might not have in the other, like Force Touch, for instance, or 3D Touch. Again, you know, you don't really have that in the iPhone 11. So right here, my iPhone 10, if I were to hold down the messenger thing, I would be able to actually scroll through my friends. But if I were to do that over here, it doesn't give you that option. So I can type in a new message though, but it just doesn't give you like the option that you would with Force Touch or 3D Touch, whatever you want to call it. I forget, they rechanged the name on that for specific reasons. But again, guys, you know, this is just my little you know, comparison of the iPhone 10s, and again, I'm going to try to get a close-up shot of the screen just so you guys can kind of see the differences on the OLED opposed to this. So I'm going to do that right now. Guys, thank you again for checking the little bit of B-roll out. Could you tell the difference between the OLED panel and the LCD panel? It's really kind of hard to catch sometimes, but you can kind of tell in the background that the blacks on this are a little bit lighter when it comes to the actual screen. So definitely, you know, if I were to have to choose on as far as the screens, I would definitely choose the iPhone 10 here, but obviously I'm getting the better performance on the iPhone 11. And again, that's really up to speculation to the user, obviously, but for the most part, you know, I've had a pretty good experience with this phone so far, only having it a day. You can tell a little bit of performance issues compared to the iPhone 10, which again, this one, even though it didn't lag, I still feel a little bit of hiccups at time after its 2-year run already. You know, definitely because of the software though, so I feel like once Apple gets iPhone optimized for, you know, some of the older devices, then it'll start to work better for some people, maybe not. Again, I do have a lot of apps on this, so that could affect performance. Same thing with this, but again, I'm feeling more fluid on this side of the phone compared to that phone. So again, guys, this is Mike from BTech signing off. If you guys have any questions or comments on the video, go ahead and leave those comments in the towel section down below. And as always, if you guys like my video and channels, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and as always, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.